Hello, dear heart, and welcome to Utilizing the Breath as a Technology. You see, the breath is the truth. How you breathe is how you live. Your breath is only yours. So, respiratory sinus arrhythmia, this is the breath influencing the heart rate variability. Every time that you inhale, the heart beats faster. Every single time that you exhale, the heart beats a little bit slower. The breath is the first point of adaptation, which means happiness, shock, sadness, humiliation, making it a valuable source to estimate health, but also to improve health. So there are now a lot of studies that have shown that health can be measured with the breath. Not just the rhythm and the depth, but also measuring the particles you exhale. As your breath releases up to 70% of your body's toxins when you breathe correctly. Yes, you can exhale and inhale matter, and you actually do. You can exhale into a balloon and freeze that with nitrogen and actually see the matter that you're exhaling. So 70% of the waste is through the breath. 70% of the air in the lungs, and the rest, the 30%, is through the pores of your skin. Now, your breath holds information. Water holds information, and breath contains water. So we breathe out and in water damp. And this leads to structure. How to structure the body with breath. 70% of the blood pumped by the lungs, not the heart. Isn't this fascinating? So switching from the mouth to nasal breath causes enormous changes in your health. Debunking the carbon dioxide myth, because a lot of people misunderstand the carbon dioxide. So the Bohr effect is carbon dioxide plus nitrogen oxide signals the delivery of the oxygen through the blood in specific areas. The affinity for oxygen in the red blood cells are very dependent on carbon dioxide and nitric oxygen. This ensures that sufficient oxygen levels arrive at a cellular level. So the sense of carbon dioxide is not just a waste gas, but it actually plays a vital role in respiratory, cellular respiration. So carbon is the most fundamental element that there is of life on Earth. It's the capacity to form four bonds, which makes it possible for almost limitless varieties of compounds. Hydrogen carbons contains only carbon and hydrogen, derives from hydrocarbons, add other elements to carbon, and then hydrogen. So, the definition of hyperventilation in breathwork, we will do that. Overbreathing due to stress or bad breathing habits. In doing so, excess carbon dioxide is expelled and a balance in your body is upset, because this lowers the carbon dioxide and the tissue's oxygenation. Mouth breathing can easily lead to hyperventilation. When too much carbon dioxide is released, too much oxygen gets stuck on the red blood cells without signaling the agents directly to where it needs to go in the cells. And this then results in oxidative stress, which leads to things like inflammation, high blood pressure, tension, pain, anxiety, and other chronic disharmonies within the body. Carbon dioxide is also a vasodilator, a bronchodilator. It signals the brain when to inhale. Nitric oxide is a gaseous molecule produced by the nose, a vasodilator, a bronchodilator. It actually relaxes the body. It's anti-inflammatory, antiviral, and antibacterial. So really good properties for the body to work with. So let's quickly speak about mouth breathing versus nose breathing. Chronic mouth breathing shifts your internal rhythms and your blood touches every organ, right? So that connectivity, the breath, the blood, the organs, misfires as a domino effect. Mouth breathing is not sustainable. How you breathe influences your connectivity not only with yourself but also with others. It influences your connectivity with your cells. So breath sets intentions in. Okay? The breath only exists in the present moment. You cannot breathe into the past, nor can you breathe into the future, making it the best tool to anchor you into mindfulness training. Mindfulness is not only to pay attention to the present moment, but more importantly, how are you paying attention to the present moment? How are you breathing in the present moment? The easiest way to notice this is, how are you breathing? What's the quality of your breath? Your attention and awareness is the mirror of your breath. So to improve the quality of your awareness, you need to improve the quality of your breath. They are inseparable, and they feed and they bleed into each other. They are so connected. So the next point that I want to bring up are the 4 components of the breath. And I would like to explain this with an acronym called LEAD with the breath, L-E-A-D. So the L stands for location. Are you breathing into your chest, or are you breathing into your belly? The E stands for estimate. How is the rate? Is it fast or slow? The A stands for arrival. Is it arriving through the nose or the mouth? And the D is for direction. Are you inhaling or exhaling? We can use these different components of the breath to excite or to ground energy, to awaken certain functions of the body, to change the mood, to heal certain ailments, and to explore certain parts of our consciousness, and so much more. So lead with the breath. Notice the location, the excitement. Notice all of these different components of the breath. And from there, we will start to use these components with specific intention to guide us into certain aligned homeostasis states, so that the breath can start to mimic a healthy body state that is in alignment, that is in coherence.